The Universal Vehicle Sutra discourses are voluminous, thousands and thousands of pages in the forms coming down to us today. So in this course, we will focus on a short one, the Vimalakirti teaching, in English translation from Sanskrit and Tibetan, a mere 108 pages. I don't use this text just because I translated it, available free online, but because it serves as a good anthology of the main genre of Universal Vehicle discourses. In the Perfection of Wisdom Sutras, which are the most foundational emptiness teaching sutras, there are 18 of them, and they are reflected in the main teachings of chapters 4 and chapters 8. The Flower Ornament Sutra Avatamsaka Sutra, giant 1600-page translation in English from Chinese and Tibetan, which depicted the magical universe like a hologram vision of Buddhism, where every atom of the universe contains all the information of the whole universe, like a hologram. That is taught in the Inconceivable Liberation, chapter 5 of the Vimalakirti. The Jewel Heap Sutras, which are the ones where the lay people give what for to the monks and show that lay people can be just as enlightened as monks. These are illustrated in chapters 1, 2, and 3, and actually later in the Goddess chapter with the monk Shariputra. Then in the Pure Land Sutras, which show the sort of celestial fields or worlds, heavens, which the Buddhas can create for beings to be reborn in who need a break from the ordinary human life form, and which become very popular devotional schools within all forms of Mahayana Buddhism. They are taught in chapters 1, 7, and 10 of the Vimalakirti. They're sort of hinted at and shown. And then the Lotus type of sutra, where this world itself, the historical field of Shakyamuni Buddha of the last 2,500 years, is shown as itself being a perfect Buddha field, being pedagogically perfect for living beings, human beings especially, to attain wisdom and compassion of enlightenment through the struggle of living on planet Earth in its present form. And this and the Parinirvana Sutta and the Lotus Sutra are shown in chapters 6, 8, and 9 of the Vimalakirti. And then finally, the Tantras, or esoteric vision of immediate presence of Buddhahood, which is shown esoterically. These are touched on in the Vimalakirti's chapters 7 and 8. And all of these sutra discourses fit neatly into what the individual vehicle Pali literature calls the expansive category, or Vaipulya. So they actually have a category for these more vast and huge panoramic type of sutras that are shown, that are widely expounded in the Universal Vehicle. Similarly now, the voluminous Sanskrit Buddhist literature of histories, fables, life stories, etc., Itivirtaka, Avadana, and Jataka, can be considered expansions of the discipline basket, Vinaya Pitaka, of the individual vehicle ethical literature. The enormous literature, and then finally also the enormous literature of scientific and technical treatises written by major Indic philosophers, scientists, chemists, botanists, physicians, literary critics, architects, dramatists, etc., any conceivable type of academic or intellectual figure. These can all be considered an expansion of the higher science or Abhidhamma basket of the individual vehicle literature. Also, contrary to the modern stereotype of the universal vehicle being opposed to the individual vehicle, with the explosion of philosophical, religious, and social activity in all the Indic countries stimulated by the universal vehicle movement, many more individual vehicle monasteries were founded in the many kingdoms of the subcontinent, as showing that the universal vehicle never lost sight of the importance of the foundational monastic institution. Far from being opposed to it, it supported it and recognized that it needed it as the anchor of the educational movement of the universal vehicle.